Okay, so yes, welcome everyone. On the live stream. Okay, so what I want to say, we are missing one Mercedes of ISI and we are missing a Renault and Rom. And if Rom and ISI will join, so I'm calm with it, but Rom is not to race. Okay. ISI is rushing because so I'm inviting them once again. But I'm inviting Mikulizzi. He's waiting for a seat. So inviting Mikulizzi. And we have actually the full grid. Just I need the question from Matt, where is Rom? Okay, we have some rush on a Discord. Yes, we have. Okay, Rom gets an unreported absence, then we go. No, not this one. Okay. Spectator. So we're finally clicking ready. Okay, let me just finish the stuff I have to do around the league. Everything is right. We can go. So now I'm filling the description. Oh, Juanita, thanks for subscribe. So, as in F2, beautiful night race in Monaco. And finally, we have no rain on the qualifying session. It's, I guess, second time in a row. But I'm kinda satisfied with it. Finally, we can start. We have some bit of reserves. So, I'm gonna tell you about them. So Javier in McLaren, as Bjarne couldn't start today. Mikulizzi replacing Rom for today, as Rom get an important absention. The reason is that he didn't even notify us about his absence. There is Luma missing, unfortunately. Lewis and Ball, debut driver in F2. He debuted in Red Bull, but he got disconnected as a reserve driver, of course. Now he's reserved in Williams. And Gp is getting another debut. This is actually another one debut. He is on the Haas today, replacing Pieter, who unfortunately left our league. I don't know what's the reason, to be honest. But I have to pay respect for his career. Like me 6bot is telling every time. Okay, so what's the thing? Any more reserves? Yes. Scaff in Ferrari. Today he replaces Jeroen. And Edzax and Wolves both have qualifying bans, but I can see Racing Point going out of the garage. Okay, so I guess I need to finish the template, the thumbnail. Hope Ed Wolves are not getting out of the garage. Hello everyone watching this live stream. Let me finish something and what I can say. Okay, so I see Wolves retiring from the session. It was said about the qualifying ban. So Jasper started already his lap. Okay, now it has to be done, to be honest. So we will be watching, we'll be following Jasper, and there is second McLaren behind him. It's Javier. Yellow flag in sector 3, but this is Monaco, and I'm afraid what will happen this race. How many drivers are going to finish this race? You can predict on the comments on the chat. As I'm now going to it, finally. I know you wrote some messages. Hello Energy, I see some fan club here on the live stream. Jasper going very quickly into the chicane. Now he's going to last corner. Juanita did the lap first, 112.8, but Javier is now first as he did 110.5. Jasper with 109.9. Like it's a blistering lap as he broke 110. Mikulic is behind him with 110.3. Hartledown did the 5th position right now and has 111.5. And Luke overtook him because he did 110.8. Let us see which tires drivers are putting. Libanov, Scaff and Jody are putting mediums. So anything more happened? Yes, Ryan Webb is on the softs, doing 110.7. Guy, you know, is on the Casino Royale happen. Okay, and I see Axel did a lap, and there is a Hartnell with a spin on the chicane. Probably he bottled the entry as he's letting by everyone right now. Juanita improved his lap to 111.9. And about yesterday's race, we had so many rage quits, not registered but disconnections. And throughout all the season, we had so many just quitting to main menu people. And from Spanish Grand Prix, everyone who will rage quit gets a 10-second time penalty, no matter what. Only the driver will send an evidence that he just got disconnected instead of rage quitting, then he will not get the penalty. But every disconnection means 10-second time penalty right now for the next race. Okay, so is there anyone on track? Yes, there is the loser, and he does the fastest lap of the qualifying session so far. It's 1:09.6. Very nice laps we have here. Matt does P12 with 1:11.5. Now Vilzu comes into last cars. Vamos Juan. So I see fun clubs coming here. And I see Wolves with Vilzu, sorry, with another try. Edzax has to stay in the pits or retire from the session. He just cannot get out of the garage. As the penalty he got for accident with Axe on the camel turn. You need to remember that camel on Spa is corner, not straight. It's a mistake which most of F1 fans are doing. Speaking, misspell. So I'm just correcting you. And this is the place also where Axe crashed with Edzax. Edzax was guilty for it, and then Axe retired from the race. Anyway, Axe is on the outlap. Same as George, same as Luke, Ryan Webb, Javier Gabifris. What a lap by the Haas driver. 12 points if he would finish 4th. Fantastic one, to be honest, for debut driver. Mikulici with a third position, but we know his skill. He's damn fast, as you can see. And if you have any problems with my voice or something, or just I'm breaking every second, the problem is that I have some illness. I don't know how I caught it, but I caught it. Javier's already coming into Casino Royale. And I know from Hartnell that his DRS doesn't work. Now we are following the McLaren reserve driver from F2 League. However, fighting for the F2 championship with Tobok and Maxro. Currently, he is third on the standings, just missing 1 point to Maxro and missing 8 points to Tobok. So let's reading the standings. Very nice into Raskas. Here Javier ends the lap. Updates on the standings. I had to go for a second just for the fastest lap of the qualifying session. Javier did 4th place, Isai 5th, Gabriel Fils dropped into 7th, Runner into 8th. Now Gabriel Fils back into 4th place, 1:10.007, 9,000 of a second missing. Libanov into 10th place. Belgium, he did very first point in Ero, doing P9, 2 points for Toro Rosso, historical one. It was like even bigger event than just fight for the win, because Vital won the race in Belgium. Vital, the F2 driver has, was probably going to replace Pieter in F1 League from Spanish Grand Prix. Limanov actually started his lap, so as a tribute for him to get 2 points in Belgium. We will follow him for the whole lap. Let me go back to the chat. Like, you're typing nothing back. But I offer you, just, you can send messages about your thoughts, about predictions, about this track, Monaco, literally everything related to this race. Jordi only P11, but he decided to put softs. Is there a rain coming to a race? I did not get any info like that. It stays in the pit stop. My pro tip is to click the retire from session option, so if you'll be able to spectate everyone. Pluis and Ball, we missed that he's P7 right now, and Ryan Webb promoted into P4. And I need to remember that Wolves gets 5-second time penalty more for Belgian Grand Prix for doing dive bomb on La Source. Now Libanov 10th place. pretty impressive by the Slovak. Jordi is letting everyone by, better say he's trying, because it's Monaco, where there are barriers everywhere. There's no place to crash. There is everywhere to crash. Sorry, I mean there is no place to let everyone, other driver by. Nulos started his lap trying to beat the pole position of Jasper. He's actually ending it. 1 point. He did a faster lap than the previous one, but it isn't enough to beat Jasper's lap time. He's going to take the pole position. He's about to do it. If no one will beat him. At least I guess the loser will not beat him, because it's like third tire compound used by the Dutchman. I don't know, to be honest. Look at the top three. They are all Dutchmen. Dutchmen are dominating this league. Changed my mind. Gabev is on the out lap. Now Mikulitsi, another hot lap. Libanov P10. He can be proud of himself. Skaf has left the session. Honestly, I mean, I cannot invite him. He did the slowest lap by a second and he's leaving. He's lucky that this is the last race without penalties for disconnections. Unless he will shout, invite me, invite me. I cannot, sorry. I'm in the spectator mode. Let's see this. Nulos are coming to the pits. Where's Luke? Luke starting his lap. Let me go for a second, as my nose is struggling to do anything, to breathe. So, going for a second. I'm back. So, the thing about the update. Javier just beaten Ryan Webb, same as Mikulitsi, got it to P4. Luke comes into the pits, so it's never mind about his lap, but Jasper's ending, he's improving by 2/10. And he's just showing us that he deserves that pole position today. Maybe what about the second victory this season? He got a lucky win in Austria, as he got his penalties removed, as he requested for it. And I said that okay, they are falsely given, so let him give a win. Just to be honest, the yellow flag in sector 2. Anyone on a hot lap? Yes, there's Jordi on the tarmac, going into the swimming pool. Not actually the water, but you mean what? You know what I mean. Jordi on the 15th position in the qualifying session. He hates this track, as you can see by the result. Even though he broke 111, sorry, but he's improving right now. Yes, to get P10 and push out Libanov from it. Libanov is actually going probably to set a new lap. Blues and Ball with P8, but he's starting a hot lap. Shining reserve drivers today, as Blues and Ball is 8th. 7th is Gabi, 4th is Mikulitsi. Very nice from them, indeed. And it's last 3 minutes of qualifying session. I realized yellow flag in sector 2. Well, this is actually the only place, the tunnel. Before the tunnel, you can actually let someone by. There's actually no chance to do it anywhere else except the main straight. For example, try to let a driver by the tarmac. Guy did a P8 right now, 110.045. Actually, Pluizen is going very sharply. His moves are not smooth, but this is Monaco. And Pluizen, what a lap by him! The youngest driver, as I remember, on the grid today. What? Has done a fantastic lap, getting him into second position. Let me see. How old is he? Yes, I got him. 13-year-old does second position, 1:09.6. What a lap. To be honest, what a lap. I can say he's impressive. Clearly impressive. As you could see, second position, 2,000 of a second ahead of no loser, right up with a spin, doing a damage to himself. Is there anyone? Oh, there was very close between him and Haas of Hartel, because Gabi is oh, he's ending sector 1. Drinking some tea if you want to know. Now I say tries to end the lap. Libelov on the outlap, so he'll probably improve his 1:10.6. ISI is ending. This is going to be improved. Yes, it is. P8 1:09.9. Jordi on the outlap, but I think that he will not do it on time. Matt is ending his lap. Axel time from the session at the end of qualifying for him. He'll start P11 as best one, but Matt is not beating him. He's getting P12. Even after Sandervold. Mikulici time from the session, no chance to get pole position. And that's it for the qualifying session. At least, I mean the regular time. Jesper retired from the session, same as Ryan Webb. They are not going to improve their laps, but we're watching Libelov. Oh, maybe we will move to no losers at the beginning. Javier before the chicane. Jordi started. Virzu did P12. And Juan. Did Juan got any damage? I don't know. But Libenov is better by half of a second. It means that he will get P11 right now. Where's Juan ending his lap? And he gets P17. He doesn't improve. Even though he had shining start of the season. Now Libenov. He improves into P11, as I said. I was right. P11 for the Slovak. There's an incident between Luke and one of the Mercedes, but we cannot punish Guyan because he was an AI. But it's clearly Guyan's AI fault. And loser will probably come to the pits. No, he will finish the lap anyway. And he will finish P3. Top 4 is filled by Dutchman, but there's still Jordi. And he will improve, surely. Yes, but into P13, Libenov is ahead of leader of the standings. Same as Axel. Wow. Simply wow. I know I'm just being complete. I'm just sending compliments to the person who usually stays at the back. But this time he beat Jordi. Jordi with not a good form, struggling to create some good lap under 1:10. 8 drivers broke 1:10. Gabi Fils was very close to it. But let us see the standings of the qualifying. Top 4 is filled out like the Dutchman. Top 4. Jesper Pluizen as a debut driver does P2. 2,000 of a second ahead of the loser. And 4th is Luke in Williams. So this may be the race where Jordi will lose his lead on the championship. Javier 5th, Mikulici 6th, Ryan Webb 7th, maybe some point today, Isai 8th, Gabi Fils 9th, Guide 10th, Libanov with P11, Axe, Jordi, and Virzu, and the P14, Matt, Hartel, Juan, Scav. That's the end of the qualifying session, and Wolves and Edzax with no time due to qualifying bans. So, 90 drivers to the grid. Scuff didn't join. I couldn't invite him. So press F to pay respects for his good race. So people are just collecting these strategies, and Durl's the red guide are having a quarrel because guide was an AI. And I need to calm them down. Why? Wait, I just realized on Wikipedia anyway, just before the formation lap, that turn 6 is Grand Hotel Hairpin, not Casino Royale as I said it before. Okay, 12 people watching this live stream, very nice indeed, this result. You know we want more, but very nice that you have come for this live stream. And we have broken lobby, I guess. Okay. At least I can remember the standings. I have it on the live stream. Don't tell me it's broken. Okay. So, okay. Very nice indeed. Frozen the race. Everyone getting into Discord. Very nice indeed. So, sorry guys, but I have to close the app. I don't know if the stream will suspend or something. So, let me do this. Okay, it's working! What? But everyone has already left the session. So, we'll restart the lobby anyway. Okay, so I'm leaving too. So sorry for the mess, but it's game's fault, not mine. Okay, so as you can see, unranked. Invite only. We're creating the live stream. So, Monaco, host options. As you can see, we have problems. Midnight, damage full, stick corner cutting. Just rolls first. If anyone has the live, So, now everyone take everyone. So this is why you can't see me. $16 people. What a mess. Okay, everyone had joined. Right now, we are basic also Matt. So, Scuff, but he left. Okay. So now let me create the standings custom grid editor. So now Jasper started from the pole. Okay. Second was Pluizen. Move player down. Nurluser, Luke, Javier, and okay. So now I'm going back to the standings. Who was 6? I need it. Mikulici was 6, Ryan Webb. Okay. Mikulici. Everyone back. Ryan Webb. Isai. Gabi Fliss. And Gaet closed the top 10. Libenov. Axe. Who we are missing? I don't see the French flag. Oh, he is here. Then we have Joldi and Virzu. Matt Hartnell. Juan. Me down. Confirm changes. Okay, go. But let me edit also something. It was clear. So, yes, I'm a spectator. Very nice indeed. So, first for the mess. Everyone is ready. I did clear weather as there was a dry race predicted. So drivers are picking their strategies again. We had a dry race, so we are doing dry race. Sorry for the mess for everyone, but we are now back. Actually, everyone picked their strategy. So let's wait a second. Is this the second glitch lobby in a row? Okay, let me do this. Okay, finally, because Javier picked his strategy. So now, can we start game, please? We are behaving well. We are just doing peaceful racing. Okay, we're starting. Red is nice. Completed. Formation lap. Pleaseable just led by Nurluser as its formation lap. So, we can finally go back to the race. As we had problems. Sorry for that. Guy at easy put mediums. So 3-second time penalty incoming. Oh no! Look, put mediums. I told them, put soft to the top 10. No, look, put mediums. Okay. I got a thread request. Don't worry about that. What I want to say, Jasper from pole position getting an additional point. People from the back put the mediums, but mostly, but was Jordi and Dax decided to put softs. Fortunately, the grid is nice. Lewis and Ball with starting from second position. Can he do the podium on his very first race in F1 League? Is this possible? Okay, so we're just ahead of start of the race. My console's already overheating itself. Okay. So just ahead of start, I'm going to show something to Mikulitsi. So now, 3 lights, 5, and I can say it's lights out and finally. Let us wait a second. And here we go! Actually, everyone started at the same time. And Jasper defends his lead ahead of Fluis and Boy. There is also Nuruz in the third position, securing it well. Luke with the fourth place. Gavier gets into P5. Let's see what's happening at the back. Heinzach's going to P19. Securing his last position. Jasper calmly going through the lead. And Monaco GP. Very nice start by 4 Dutchmen. Was trying to overtake Juanita. They go wheel to wheel. Juanita's actually stuck everywhere. Heinzach with the damage. And there's actually the traffic. Here on the Grand Hotel, she can happen. Lots of drivers have a problem, same as Mikulitsi, who had spun and he will go join back the track. Just Juan was very close to crash into him. So Jasper is leading the race after start ahead of Pluizen. Libenov with okay. Mikulitsi lagging. Okay. We're done with Mikulitsi. Libenov went into 7th position using the start very well, and he can now create a train where he will keep Gabi Flisk, who's coming to the pits, and Mikulitsi is teleporting, and he has left the session. The end of the race for the Finn, I guess, unless someone will invite him. So now we can say it's all for Mikael. Now there is fight between Jasper and Pluizen into the Grand Hotel hairpin. Top 4 is fighting each other, trying to also escape from top 5 even, because Giant Javier joined the party. Rihanna 6th position, far away. Mikulitsi became a ghost. Libenov on the 7th position. 1 second, I will say that. Libenov on 7th position. I know it's the start of the race, but he's doing pretty impressive. Last races in Belgium, first point. In Monaco, P7 right now. So we actually have the train until the end of the race, and I may just go back to the microphone for the strategies. Heinzach's already left the session, and it is disconnection. Oh, and there is one screw time from the session. Probably on the tobacco. Is this another penalty coming for Heinzach? We'll leave the session. Okay, big quarrel incoming. Heinzach was known that he is clean driver, and season 1, no carnages with him, including for the whole season 1. Now, second death move in a row. Why? So, okay. And Zach's actually shouting for an invitation. What about the race? I can say it's very calm right now. Well, and the chat, you boys, you can, and girls, and ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, you can drop that ideas. We can talk about during the Monaco Grand Prix. Mikulizzi joined back, so he will race anyway. Okay, so we are waiting until Mikulizzi will turn on his, will take control of his AI car. He's P14 right now, so there's a rush incoming. Pleasant Ball still securing his second position. Gabriel is with the fastest lap of the race on mediums. Jasper is now coming on the first place, so just simply lovely. Okay, let me find something now. So I'm just quiet. I'm just talking about something. It's Monaco. We have to be honest. No more emotions except the start. But maybe a fight for the second place because it's possible. Just ahead of the loser. There is Luke following the group. This session no longer exists. I see the disconnection from Edzax. And Pleasant Ball has been overtaken by no loser. There was a contact between them. Look, use on it. And the 13-year-old couldn't secure the two positions. No loser has a wing damage, so he will probably have to go to the pits. As you can see, he's struggling. And Javier is following this group, and tries to get closer. A little bit of 3 seconds behind them, but he doesn't care. He's on the mediums. I saw the 8th position. As a fun fact, I want to see that 17 drivers are still running the race. Mikulizzi back. Okay, I need to type something to Edzax as he has problems, struggling. I will leave you for the fight with the second position. All the losers not going to the pits. Even though he had damage. Okay, so Jordan in the pits already. Actually, he has a wing damage. Disastrous for the Scot. What I can say, Edzax goes is losing only 6 seconds to Juanita. Guys, is left to the second behind Uzu, so this is going to be a nice race. So now, there's Ero F1 in sector 3. There is not Jasper, who didn't touch the wall fortunately. I say, tries to fight with Ben now, trying to overtake him, but there is no other place in Monaco to do it except of the entry of Nouvelle Chicane and the main straight. To be honest, so he has to watch out. He has to take pressure on. He has to make pressure on the Slovak. And as I can see, Grandweb joined the group of Javier, Pluizen and Nurluzer. Nurluzer, even though he got a contact with Pluizen, still is defending the position. And it's very well, nice indeed. Pluizen still tries to find some space. We have like 4 drivers running, fighting for the position number 3. There was a contact between Pluizen and Nurluzer. We will stay with this group. There's actually advantage of Crucible extended between the people fighting for the third place and people fighting for the fifth place. There's another group of two fighting for the position number 7. It's Level of Eyesight. And Luke got close to Jasper. And Toro Rosso is coming to the pits. It's Juanita. No, it's not. He's not coming to the pits. I thought for a second it would be a pit stop. And why Edzax is gaining on Juan? Limit of retire from the session. This is the end of the race for Slovak. And he ended his race on the last corner, same as Juanita retired from it. This is the end of the race for Toro Rosso. Instantly, on 1 second, both of the drivers retired from the race. Toro Rosso, I mean. What a shame for Libanov. He was going for points. Now he doesn't own them anymore. It will be second time in a row. They have to leave the session as soon as possible if they want to safety car to come out. What I want to say. How this happened. Let me see. Are the ghosts overpowered that Edzax was rushing? Oh, Edzax has no damage. Now Nuruz overtakes him. Laps are ready. Okay, so what I can say is that Luke got closer to Jasper and they are going to fight for the first position. Jasper will be probably going for the soft hard strategy, or maybe even soft mid, but it's very risky and I don't know what will happen if you take one. So the update on the table is that Hartley is back on the points. Mikulicki 10th position and he's rushing. I need to check it out because they came through South the Vault. And how do you imagine to overtake on time 3, Mikulicki? Just tell me. No, he's not going to do it. He's going very safely. Very wisely. Joldy in the third position. Okay, so now who we can follow now? It's Pluizen probably with the loser. Nuruzen already losing 10 seconds to Luke. And just fighting for the third position. It's going to be a fight between them. Yellow flag in sector 3. Maybe be able to see this. And this is probably yellow flag in sector 1 too. Gabriel is fighting with Matt Rydweb out of the session. So this is the end of the race for the racing point. Ed Hammer is coming to the pits. Luke still tries, but he cannot overtake the background driver. There is also Ice at the 5th position, who went close to another loser, Prison Ball, sorry. And this is even closer. Now this is the question of time. How fast Guyet will get closer to this group? Because another time, 4 fighting for it. So it was a very smart defending. He cannot let Prison Ball fly by. Also, Prison Ball got the wing damage. As you could see, there was a contact between him and the new loser. What a race. So, Roundup has left the session already. We have 14 drivers running, because we exclude Edzax, who is still an AI. So now another episode of battle between Jasper and Luke. Lap 11 starts. The only thing is who has the better strategy. Lewis and Ball coming into the pits for the probably new field wing, or maybe the medium tires, or maybe hards, I don't know. Let's see. And he's getting new front wing and hard tires. Mikulicki now overtook Gabriel, and also Gabriel overtook Matt. Now they're going to fight with Hartnell. Now the loser is defending his position ahead of Ice and Vizu, and Guy joined this group. He's losing less than a second. Is it a chance for a podium for one of the Italians, or maybe F1? Just in Red Bull? I don't know, to be honest. There is lock-up by Jesper. It may make his case more difficult right now, but there is also Luke behind him, so there's actually kind of a fight between them. Luke also cannot overtake Jesper, so we cannot see any moves. Now the inside or outside, Nuller finally in the pits. He's changing his front wing and going into hard tires. I don't know why there's front wing on the front wing, but okay. Back to the action for the lead. Jesper is going to make his tires survive as long as possible. Now I say finally can be faster. And then when he was behind the loser, can finally push his freeway 11 seconds and 7/10 to look at Jesper. And there's also Vincent guy behind him. Gabriel is 6th position, very nice indeed right now. With the Spaniard, let us see about the position change. It's 10 positions up by Vilzu, 9 by Hartnell, 3 for Gabriel, please. Principal was in the pits. Okay, battery level low, but I guess it's going to survive until the end of the race. Vilzu with a 3-second time penalty, and Jesper is getting mediums. Is this a 2-stop strategy? I don't think his mediums are going to survive until the end of the race. There are 26 laps. He's probably given Luke a victory, to be honest. So Luke has freeway. What about Jesper? Where is he? 4th position, not bad, to be honest. But remember, he's going with 2-stop strategy. Okay, so Wolf's penalty gets into the Spanish Grand Prix, if you want to know. The case is that he didn't finish the race, so it will go to the next race. He will finish finally. Nuru's 10th position, just behind Jordi. Jordi, who hasn't got a good race right now. Jesper is doing 5 seconds to Vilzu. Can he do it and finish and overtake him on the stint, or he will wait to pit stop? I don't know. Fourteen runners still on the grid. There's fight between Mikulizzi and Hartnell. Who's in the pits? Mikulizzi actually tries everything to overtake the Austrian. Got the pits. So now we'll be watching this fight for position number 13. Hello, Green Gamer. There is also DRS, which Mikulizzi can use. Now he's trying to go inside into Sandevold. And he goes inside, very nice overtake. And he proved that you can overtake in Monaco. And it was very nice move indeed, made by the Finn. He still tries to defend his position. It's probably it. That's probably the end of the battle. Very nice indeed made by the Finn. Finally, we can say some decent action in Monaco. Without crashing. Clean overtake in Monaco. Okay. Let's be serious right now, because as it's no loser half of a second behind Jordi, who struggles in this track. As you can see, he's about to lose his championship lead. Jesper with fastest lap of the race, 1:12.3. Now look, sorry, the loser is on has the DRS, so he may use it to overtake Jordi, but he doesn't do it. Even though he was faster on the straight. As you can see, Jordi uses no anti-lock brakes. And I can say It's going to be more difficult for him, as I'm also racing without anti-lock brakes assist. So, trust me, it's going very difficult if you want to race in Monaco without this assist. Well, no. Jasper, as you can see, gained 4 seconds on Vincent. He's just like behind him. So I was right. He will do a rush and finally get him. I'm so sad. I know you're feeling, Libanov, as I was going for P2 in Monaco, and in lap 33, my pad decided, no, you will not go further because you have to crash into the wall, and it could have been P6. Yeah, I could get a podium. So yes. Jasper now very close to Vizu, but he scored points. Wait, 10 points. I wanted a podium. I was going for P2. Tombo was like a minute behind us. I got wing damage because my pad said, well, I will not work. I will just turn left when I wanted him to turn right. Such a shame for me, such a shame for you, such a shame for Juanita and both racing points. And Jasper with the wing damage, I guess. As he hit the wall. He got one. And it's not a minor one. It's not just bang. And Gabriel Fils can get the podium. But let us see. There was no fault by Jasper, as you could see on the broadcast. Well, to the next one we go. Well, maybe in Spain. Jasper in the pit. And this means Luke can win this race. But I'm thinking about the penalty for him for using bad tires. This is the question for all the drivers, to be honest. Got to 50-second time penalty, and as I tried to overtake his countryman named Javier, Gabriel is in 3rd position. But I need to remind you that he has to pit, same as Vizu. Spain is so bad track for me, but maybe Italy. Italy is just, you have to push. It's just, you have to go 500 kilometers per hour. No one cares. Jody fighting with the loser, and the loser got locked by Jody, and it's probably going to be a penalty for the squad if I will get the on board and got also involved in this problem. Just overtaking the loser right now. So what about now? I hope that this size will last until the end of the race. But Jody has to pit, I think. Because he has to do 31 laps on hards. Is he going to do it? I don't know. But I need at least that Gabriel Fils and Vizu and Luke all have to pit. So we will stay with Vizu. Axel overtook the loser. Mikulitsi Colby going in the 12th position, and Zax unfortunately is out of the session. I say still just behind Javier. So Nuros and the pits for mediums. Oh, he'll probably go until the end of the race. No. Then we had Jody, probably Jody. I guess he will pit. I just guess it. If I will be right, then nice. If not, then no. Little success after 3. And there was a very second time penalty for corner cutting. Nothing happened, to be honest. Because I couldn't see one. As I'm still trying to overtake Javier, and he's struggling behind the McLaren. So now this is not time for a move. Javier 10 seconds behind Gabriel and Vizu. Gabriel actually went closer. Where's the commentator from Poland? This is why I have bad English. But forgive me, I also have my nose is sneezing, I'm actually ill. So this is why I have problems. You can watch the early races. I'm commentating better, to be honest. But for this race, I want to tell you that you can stay until the end and then maybe watch. Sorry for my condition today. I would probably stay with Jasper and Gayet. Wilson come on podium. Wilson has to pit, and I guess that he will be overtaken by Gabi Fliss. And Gayet cut the whole chicane to hold his position ahead of Jasper, but he has wing damage, as you can see. So maybe this is why he will cut in the pits. Now Jasper has to be careful. Gayet coming into the pit stop probably. That's too big wing damage. Yes, I was right. Probably mediums. And I'm back to action between Wilson and Gabi. Please, what a fight between them into Grand Hotel chicane. They're very close to each other. It's probably going to be a fight on the novel chicane. If the cars were like not that wide, like narrower, then we would see a fantastic battle between them. But anyway, Gabi Fliss is trying to overtake Wilson. Not this time. It happens. Nulos are the fastest up on the race. But he's not going to get his point counted into standings. Disaster race for him. He just still defends the position. Gabi Fliss trying to overtake him, but he's not pushing, as you can see. He's using no ERS. They probably stay behind. What about Prison Ball? Fantastic race so far by him. Isa overtook Javier. Javier's probably not feeling that well on this track. Hartle with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Now Pluizen, the youngest driver today. Is fighting with one of the title contenders in F2. Oh, there was a little lag by him. Looks still leading. He's still on the medium tires. I think he will change it to soft at the end. Jasper very close to Johnny, and it's even more interesting than the fight between Javier and Pluizen, because this is probably the fight for the championship, to be honest. I know Luke is leading, but he has to pit. He'll probably still lead after the pit stop now. John with little problems. Jasper tries to do a move onto novel chicane. He haven't done it. Wilson the pits. And he will get on hearts. And what's more, I can see that Mikulici joined the party. As you can see, he's just behind Jasper and Jordi. And he's pushing same as Jasper. And Wilson out of the pits behind the group. So he probably had to change his front wing. And Jasper tries to go inside on the turn 3. There was a contact between them. Jordi still tries to go, but I guess he has wing damage, and I'm right. This is a penalty for Jasper, I guess. What a shame for Jasper. Okay, so now Reasonable still behind Javier, and Mikulici overtakes Jordi, and Wilson probably do it soon. What a late braking made by Red Bull, but he's done it. Jordi has to pit. I guess that Jasper's on fault. This incident eyesight on the soft medium tires. Okay, he's on the medium tires, if you want to know. But the game is showing softs. Gabi Fliss out of the pits on softs. 16 laps to go. I don't think his tires are going to survive. Now just have to do a rush. Has to do 1 second behind him there is Mikulicki. And he's watching this group. These two. Please have ball another time, close to Javier. Still he's very close to him. Still he tries to overtake. Look, he was in the pits, for hearts. So the battle for the third position is going to be very interesting. Martin with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and the loser and Jordi both overtook him. And there's a fight between the guy and the loser. Guyet overtook the loser. Oh, defended his position. I don't remember. Yes, he defended his position. I say with a 3-second time penalty. So now Gabi frees with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. The loser overtakes Guyet. Finally he did it. And Hartel P10 is in danger for his single point because two drivers from top 10 and the loser, maybe even fighting for the championship, are going to overtake him. This is the plan. And the loser goes inside, and it was very clean overtake by the Dutchman. Very nice, and it's probably one of the moves of the season. And Guyet also tries to do it. They got a contact, but still overtook Hartel. Hartel with no damage, I guess. It's two very nice overtakes for Hartel on one sector. And plays the ball in the pits, probably new front wing. No, yes, new front wing, probably he got damage. You can see he had to do. Mikulicki tries to still overtake Jasper. Jasper is P4 right now, but I guess he will get penalty for incident with Jordi. Wills to join the battle. He went closer, and Matt retired from the session. This is the end of the race for Renault. He was probably going for no points. So where is the car of Matt here? I said probably going to finish on the second position, another podium. Gabriel Flies on the soft is trying to attack Axe. I would push up his position. So, an update? There's actually no update needed because it actually stays the same. Has with no more chance to get points this race unless someone will retire. I can predict that someone will retire. Okay, so now Gabriel is trying to do a move on Axe Pluisenball with another pit stop. So another damage by him. My chat is not updating, I can't see the message. Pluisenball, who was starting from second position, is not probably going to finish even in the points. A disaster. 30 riders still. Luke is probably going to win this race. So Matt has left the session. Oh! Gabriel touched the wall, and this is the end of the race for the Spaniard. He was going for the points, very decent point. He touched the wall, no chicane, and instead of bottling, he just crushed his wheel. His wheel is completely gone. He will not continue race in Monaco. So this is probably the end of dreams for him to get points in his very first race. We have to press F to pay respect. So now F, yes, you're right, Greek gamer. As you can see, Monaco is a track, it's a kind of track that doesn't allow you to do any mistakes. It's actually the same as Baku, it's the same as Ero F1 in Belgium. It's actually the whole Belgium, but who cares. It also Singapore track. Maybe not Jasparina because it's way too wide. Now Mikulitsi goes. Still behind Jesper, so we will stay with this group. Actually, Wilson started losing something, I guess. Double points for Red Bull incoming, but I guess Axel still has to pay it. You know what? I got my racing spirit back, and now I'll be faster in the race. I believe in myself. I also believe in you. After the first points you did on Belgium, I believe in you every time. Also, of course, I believed on you every time earlier, but this time especially. Maybe this is the second half of the decision, where you find out where you will score points more than 10, I guess. Spain, this is the kind of track where a lot of drivers are going to crash, because there's 10-9, there's 10-2, there's actually lots of places to get a Wojtinho. This is actually a legend of our league. But I say this, I don't know. But let's say that. Let's say like that. Ice Tie. Is he gaining on look? He was 5 seconds behind him. He's now 3.5. It could have been a great race, but we're now focusing into the next one. Well, just a few practices in Spain. I also don't like this track, to be honest. It's like a difficult one for me. Also, Jasper gained something on Javier. It's 3 seconds. Okay, eyesight on the mediums. Let me see the position change. So now, Vin's 8 positions up, I say 6 positions up. Can he win the Grand Prix? I don't know, because he has a penalty. What about Luke? He got only 1 warning. 2 event penalties, and about Javier he got 1 penalty. Jasper, 1 warning and that's it. Mikulitsi, even no warnings. Virzu, 1 penalty. Axe, penalty. No loser, penalty. On the hard stint. 2 penalties for Guy, that's all. That's all I'm interested about. Mikulitsi overtook Jasper meanwhile. I missed the action. As you can see, I have no sneezing. I'm not healthy. And I missed the action. So it's above a 3-second time penalty. Ruining his chances to get position number 10 at least. Even though he has that pace. So Jasper overtaken by Mikulitsi. Does he have damage? I see no. But Jasper is about to overtake him too. Yeah, which Jasper is about to overtake Jasper? It feels so. There's also no loser trying to overtake Axe. At least to get that P7. Can he do it? It's a move on the outside into the wheel chicane. They got the bank. And the loser overtook Axe to get 7th position. Very nice move by him. Axe is probably going his own race because, as you can see, his hearts are 28 laps old. I believe. Me too. I don't know what. Mikulitsi escapes from Jasper fast as hell. As you can see, he's 2 seconds ahead. eyesight, get half of a second. So, woo, this is going to be interesting. Wheeler goes. Yes, another glitch. Congratulations for the game. As he's showing us medium tires with a second, and in another second it's showing us hard tires. Yes, you could see this one. So we are still in the battle. We now have the RS, but Jasper uses the ERS 5 mode. So Jasper, so Wheeler was unable to overtake the Dutchman. We have 12 drivers running. 12 people. Javier on the new softs, probably trying to get the fastest lap. Oh no, never mind, he has another wing damage. Now I see it's losing like 3 seconds. He's not gaining so fast. Or does he conserve his tires to the end of the race? I don't know, but he's slowed down by far. Are his tires probably going to end? I don't know, to be honest. He still tries to fight with Jasper. And now, oh, there was a contact between them! Wheeler overtakes Jasper, but I don't think it was a fair move. As they did a contact, probably a 3-second time penalty. That's like my first thought. I need to check it out later again. It's like Wheeler got spun by Jasper in Germany. Now Wheeler got a contact, did a contact with Jasper on Monaco. In Germany, Jasper was in fault. And Wheeler got spun. Now Wheeler got a contact with Jasper, as the thing is that he got that. It's like karma for Jasper, Wheeler can say. Okay, I just thought that Jasper got a penalty and I missed the standings. I did a miss error. Poison ball out of the session. So this is the end of the dreams for him. To finish the race on Car97 position. He was starting second to qualifying. This is the end for the... Oh, he probably retired on purpose. You can't just go straight away into the wall when you're trying to go to race. And please has a safety car, please come. It's 5 laps. Please ball has left the station under the yellow flags. No. No more emotion. For the end. Guys will come in. Well, maybe 10th because it's surely close. Mikulis is doing a rush on Javier. And I can say it's 6 laps to go. Luke is probably going to win this lane calmly. He's going P1. There's no one behind him. He has no one ahead of him. 4 seconds ahead of Eyesight, who started losing. Javier, his podium is on dangerous. It's Mikuliczi trying to overtake him. And he does a move on the inside and he overtook Javier with a little contact, but he did it. Because there was no fault by... it was like a racing incident. But Mikuliczi overtakes Javier to get position number 3 and probably a podium. So, the action at the end of the race is happening. Thunderbolt is giving us overtakes. I say it's losing more and more, so let's say he will not do. So I can say that he will not. What? Why Mikulicki is behind Javier again? Another lax? I didn't realize that, to be honest. He has no damage. Did he had to let by or something? I don't know, but he lost some. But he lost 3 seconds compared to his best lap. Okay, I'm turning. No, maybe not this time, as Mikulicki is trying another time to overtake Javier. I wanted to just clear my nose. Mikulicki another time. He tries to overtake Javier, not this time. So, give me a second, please. Pep. And Zax Ghost finally overtook Pluis and Bull, who retired. And now I can say we could see another episode of fight with Javier. Now Javier is on a better situation as he used that Mikulicki of error. Let me check T-score if someone has written something about the race. And there's another 3-second time penalty. Or it's actually the first, but I don't know, to be honest. I forgot. I'm more focusing on the battle between Mikulicki and Javier. As Mikulicki, another time he wants to do a move on Javier, but now he's safe. He's doing safe. I say he's losing 6 seconds. He's probably going only to survive, as his tires are 24 laps old. And Mikulicki's tires are the same age. And Vils joined the battle. Vils joined the party, and something will happen between Javier and Mikulicki. He will get the second podium in our league. First was in Baku, where he was P2, but after my decision about the incident at the end of the race, Vils dropped to P3, but it was still a podium. Let's see what the penalties, or maybe not, because they are fighting. No, we have 5 seconds for it. Okay, you could see how many penalties, even not a single warning. Vils has to watch out. He has 1 penalty. 1 penalty also for Javier. So for now, Mikulicki is on the podium. It's second last lap. Now Mikulicki versus Javier. Another episode of this battle. Maybe this time? No, or yes, I don't know. No, it's Mikulicki still stays behind Javier. It's not yet of the battle. They are still going. So now, oh, Nullus also went close to Jesper. So it's Guyet to Axe. Axe, 36 laps on hards. I hate Monaco. Well, what I can say? It's a pity that you didn't finish, because you were starting from second position in the qualifying. Well, I also hate Monaco because it took me a podium away. I just want to know if there's a penalty. Gabefis has left the session after his crash. Jody, every second time penalty, but he probably doesn't care. He'll probably finish 10th on it, or maybe 8th. Gives a 3-second time penalty, and this is the end of the dreams about the podium for the Red Bull, probably. And he's probably also going to lose a position on Jesper if he will just do a rush with the loser. this may be called a title battle. And it's the last lap of the race. Let me see where is Luke. Thank God I realized that. Because it's Luke on the last sector. 7 seconds. Ahead of Isai. Maybe even 8 to grow. Luke crosses the finish line and wins the Monaco Grand Prix. 25 points for Luke, and he's taking the championship lead. And Isai finishes second. It's second podium for the Italian in this season. Third on the league, as he was third in Germany in season 1. There's a fight that this is. Oh, and there was, yes! Mikulitsi got a contact, and also Virzu goes on the third position at the end of the race, but we know that he will get penalties. Let us see what will happen. Virzu fourth, Mikulitsi fifth, and Jesper gets into a podium. What's happening? What? Another seventh. What a luck from Jesper. Virzu was happy. Well, podium. Then overtaken by Javi by the penalties. And then went Jesper, less than 3 seconds behind the group, to get the third position. What the end of the race it was. What the end of the race. So now, oh. Everyone is reporting on Luke starting from the road compound, so it's going to be a difficult one. Thanks, Gabi Fleet. Wow. What the end of the race. People are want to make a what? People are reporting on Luke for starting on the wrong tire compound. I don't know what to do, as we haven't got a situation similar like this before. But I guess it's going to be a penalty, maybe a major one. See you next week, Gabi, please. Now I'm inviting the drivers to the press conference. It's like 11 drivers finished, so you saw it. And today I'm not inviting only 3 people, as I'm inviting even top 5 or even top 6. So Isai, so goes Javier, Jesper, Luke, no loser may be joined too, Virzu, and Mikulitsi. Just give me a second. You could see the times anyway, before I started inviting people. Let me see if drivers are joining. I guess no. So, another time. Isai. Okay, never mind. Hello?
Hello.
Today this is going to be an extended press conference. Oh, all the podium drivers have joined.
Hey.
There's a question about this. Okay, you can finish the talk.
Hello. What are you into? Still here myself. Wojtinho.
What?
Did I finish the first?
For now you are second, but I don't know what about the penalty. I need to ask Luke directly. Why mediums?
I didn't see the message.
Okay, that's.
I read it back now. Just I didn't see the message. Maybe yeah, I didn't see the message.
But it's common sense, right? You start qualified on softs, so you start on softs.
I don't. There was no rule, so I just took the strategy I was given.
Well, that's the rule of F1, that if you qualify to the top 10, you have to put the tires from second part of the quali. Hello, Mikulitsi. And short qualifying, we have something like this, that the top 10 has to put the tires they do the best quality lap. So you were supposed to go on softs.
I didn't know about this rule. But is that a rule that's really in the rule book?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
So we'll think about that. I'll probably ask some people.
Did I finish first or not?
This is like, I'll think about it, to be honest. Now you can describe your race. You can now tell us how many wing damages you got.
Sorry, how many?
Yes, how many wing damages?
Then I got 2.
Do a bit about that.
I have none.
What? In Monaco?
Yes?
I have none too.
He was in clear air the whole time.
Me too.
Yeah, I got 2 trying to overtake Phil once and then just clip the wall another time.
Another question is goes to Isai. I saw you were pushing to Luke. You were like 3 seconds only behind the winner for now. But I saw you lost like 4 seconds at the end. What happened?
At the end, because my tires were very used. I don't know what the term is, and I decided to slow down and keep my second place.
Okay. That's a question to Mikul. It's about the battle at the end. Would you describe who was at fault or something about the incident?
About what battle?
Last lap.
Yeah, so just a bit of context. I overtook Javier a couple laps earlier, but I hit him and I thought it was a bit dirty, so I let him pass again. Then I was stuck for like 4 laps, and on the last lap, Javier made a lot of mistakes. I was right behind him, going to pass, but Wiltshire just hit me from behind. I hit Javier from behind, and it was just a mess. And Wiltshire just overtook us. I think I will report Wiltshire for that, because that was a really dirty move. I mean, because of that he got to 3rd place just by hitting me and Javier.
Oh, Javier is here. He probably heard about what you said. Your response about that, Javier?
It was good, but I used the different setup, so really bad.
Yeah, me too. Also forgot.
So, any more questions about any words about the race? You can say.
Classic Monaco, right? Just chaos.
Yes, only 11 drivers finished.
I report Nico for... Yeah, Wiltshire will be reported for that move. Your overtake was weird.
Okay, so thank you for attending to the race. Thank you for the press conference. I hope that was nice. I like you because I just wanted to mention about what I did on F2 League, that I was going for the podium, then my pad decided that it will turn left itself and I got wing damage. Javier, you know what I'm talking about, I guess.
Yeah.
And I finished P5 when I could get a podium. So this is the statement. Everyone hates the Monaco. Am I right?
Yes.
No.
Why?
I like Monaco. It's jealousy. So,
5 users, so it's hell.
So,
That's also a bit stupid, because you can't push really hard. You gotta stay with a margin.
so
yes, it's a great race.
okay. So thank you. Like and subscribe our channel if you like this live stream, and see you next week. Goodbye.